Hey, TG Joe here, and with the full release of Legends of Runeterra, along with the Bilgewater expansion, the amount of keywords in the game can seem a little daunting at first sight. So today I'll be going through each of the keywords, explaining how they work and how they interact with each other. I hope this video does something for you. Okay, so starting off, we have Allegiance. Allegiance reads, when you summon this, it gets its Allegiance bonus if the top card of your deck matches its region. So this card is from Nexus. So when you play him, if the next card in your deck is from Nexus, then its Allegiance will activate, granting him +1/+1 in Overwhelm. If the regions do not match, then the effect does not occur. Attune minions. When an Attune minion is summoned, the minion refills one spell mana. This mana goes in the lower portion of the mana that is stored from turn to turn when not spent, and as the name suggests, can only be used for casting spells. Barrier. Barrier negates the next damage the unit would take and only lasts one round. Capture. A captured card is removed from the game. It returns when the capturing unit leaves play. So a capture card is removed from the game completely and no one can interact with it, but will return to the field if the minion doing the capturing leaves the field. Challenger. A minion with Challenger can choose which enemy blocks it. Deep. Deep is a new ability that if you have 15 or fewer cards in your deck, the minion will get +3/+3. Double attack. While attacking, it strikes both before and at the same time as its blocker. Only when attacking, this will not trigger when you are blocking with this minion. When striking a player, double attack, the minion will hit twice in the face. Lifesteal and Drain. Lifesteal goes with the minion, Drain goes with spells. So Lifesteal, the damage this unit deals heals its owner's Nexus by the same amount. But if a Lifesteal minion hits a minion with Barrier, they will deal 0 damage, therefore healing for 0. Ephemeral. This unit dies when it strikes or when the round ends. So, as soon as an Ephemeral minion attacks or blocks, they will die before the fight is fully resolved. So playing them from left to right, they will die as the fight goes on. Fearsome. A Fearsome minion can only be blocked by enemies with 3 or more power. Frostbite. Frostbite sets a unit's power to 0 this round, and it can be changed after. They can still be modified after being set to 0 to have higher than 0 power, and they can still block. Last Breath. A unit's Last Breath ability takes place when the unit dies. Nexus Strike. Nexus Strike makes it so that when the unit hits the enemy's Nexus, their effect will trigger.
I am the shadow. My skill is unrivaled.
Obliterate. Obliterate completely removes the cards from the game and doesn't cost Last Breath to trigger. Also, these minions can't be revived because they have been completely removed from the game. Overwhelm. Excess damage this card deals to a blocker is dealt to the enemy Nexus. If the unit has Barrier, then no damage is done to the minion, so no damage can be done to the Nexus further. Overwhelm only triggers on attacking, not when blocking. Play. Play triggers when you play a card from the hand. Play differs from summoning because summoning occurs when they are played from anywhere, not just from the hand. Plunder. A card triggers its Plunder ability when played if You damage the enemy Nexus this round. So the round the Plunder card gets played, if the enemy has taken any damage, the Plunder will activate. Quick Attack. Quick Attack makes it so that while attacking, the unit with Quick Attack will strike before its blocker. Quick Attack only activates when attacking, not when blocking. Rally. If you don't have one, gain the attack token. You can attack this round. This means if you do not have the attack token, whether it being your opponent's turn to attack or you have already attacked, you gain another attack token. This can be triggered on your opponent's turn and can also be triggered after attacking. Rally can be triggered more than once a turn as long as you do not have an attack token.
I'll take care of this.
Recall. Return a unit to the hand and remove effects applied to it. So if a minion has been buffed and you recall it, it loses all buffs. Regeneration. This unit heals fully at the start of each round. Scout. The first time only scout units attack each round, ready your attack. So if a player attacks with just scout minions at first, then they will be able to declare an attack again. They will lose priority though, so before they get their next attack, the enemy will be able to respond. Skill. Skill is a unit's ability that is activating, that when activated will allow the opponent to respawn if they do have a response. Strike. Get this effect when a unit attempts to deal damage using its power, either at the end of battle or with spells. Units with 0 power cannot strike. Units with 0 power will not activate the strike effect.
The wicked must fall.
I see you there. Counter reinforcements.
I will not falter.
Stun. Remove a unit from combat and it cannot attack or block for the rest of the round. Toss. Toss obliterates X non-champion cards from the bottom of your deck. The X is equal to the amount stated on the card. Tough. Tough minions take 1 less damage from all sources, so if the unit would take 1 damage, it instead takes 0. Even if the source of damage is in multiple instances of 1 damage, the unit will take 0 damage from each instance of damage. Trap. Trap attaches to another card, trapping it. When the trap card is drawn, perform the effect.
Have a mushroom. Have 3. Does the wind flee, or does it follow?
Vulnerable. Vulnerable makes it so that the opponent can choose which minions this minion blocks.
Place could use some more.
No room for doubt. My sweet button.
Enlightened. Enlightened happens when you have 10 max mana.
I knew, and now I am.
Elusive. An elusive minion can only be blocked by an elusive unit. It's kind of like flying, in which the only way to block it is to also be it, but they can still be targeted.